What is going on, people? How's everyone today? On today's installment video, we're going to be installing these bad boys. So recap of my last video, I went ahead and installed the diff covers, the front and the rear, and they came out really good. So now I'm going to be installing these links here from Coda Racing. Alright, these are Coda Racing links for the C10. There are different ones for the deadbolt, but this kit here will fit the C10 and the G. So let's go ahead and open this up. I did get this on Amazon. It wasn't too expensive. Come nicely packaged. As you can see, it has the links here, and it has its provided screws and a tool to install it. Alrighty, so let's get to it. Here is the Y-link. Here's some screws. And then we have the links themselves here. So we should have, this one's a 51 mil. This is going to be the 58.5 mil. This one is a 51 mil. This one is a 58.5, and these are 50 mil. So let's just take a quick look at this. So as we can see, that's a nice little, looks like a spherical joint. Honestly, it's pretty cool. I like the craftsman work on it. They move freely. You can see that they move a little bit here and here. And this is going to be more durable than the plastic that we carry on our Axial CX 24s. The plastic seems to bend a little bit more, especially when you start rigging hard on the rocks. So the reason for this, I went with this route, is because, as you can see, this is a CNC machine anodized 6061 T6 aluminum, which it is lightweight and it's durable, so it's going to increase the performance of the structure of the vehicle. So that's the route I went with, and I am keeping it to scale. Maybe later down I'll do some high clearance links depending what I go with the truck, but again, this is a overland theme, so, and this Y-link's pretty cool, so let's get to it. Alright, so taking a quick look, as you can see, we have the Y-link in here, and the small linkage here, another long link here, and then the medium. Okay, so we are going to be replacing this one here, and the one inside as well. So I am going to be taking the truck apart. I'm going to be taking the whole, just this off. So enjoy the time quick understanding what I'm going to be doing. I'll be taking out these clips here. Then I will be taking out these screws here from the bumper that holds it. Disconnect the lights. And then from there, I need to take off my rock guards. And then I can start working on them and taking the linkages out. So again, going back to the time. I took out the wheels because the linkages, the screws, are like right here. So it'd be easier for me to get to. And then plus the Y, part of the Y screws are right here. It's hard to see in the camera. So that is also on the servo, so you gotta be careful. And then here are the screws 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be taking this one off and this one off here for the linkages. So I think what I'm gonna do, just for the video purposes, I'm gonna do one side. I am gonna do the Y link, and then I'll do this one side at a time, and then finish the rest. Something to keep in mind, you are gonna have, for example, mine, you're gonna have two long screws here, 2 long screws, and then the short screws. So make sure you keep the orientation of how these screws go. And I'm going to go ahead and keep the screws like so with them, so that way I don't lose them. So now that I have that done, this linkage here is loose for the Y. This linkage is now loose too for one of the long ones back here. Okay. So the thing that I have to do now is there's 2 screws underneath the frame that I'm gonna have to take out, and then take off the screws on the hubs or in the axles here and here. 1 and 2, so 4 more screws, and then I'll take out this screw in here, and I'll take the other side here so I can take the Y link off so you can see it. So I'm going to put it on a thing. So I also discovered here it's the same thing. You have a long screw that goes inside here in the frame, and this goes into the rear diff. So make sure you keep those screws together. Alright, so let's take a look at them. So as we can see, we have both Y links. We have the plastic one here, and we have the aluminum here. As you can see, they're identical. This one might be slightly heavier, but as you can see, look how this bends compared to the aluminum. See, you know, I'm pushing kind of hard here, but then this is real flimsy. So that is one thing that I'm looking forward in is, yeah, it might be slightly heavier, but also it's going to be rigid and have more control, stability. So now let's install these. Okay, so with the Y-link off, you can see that this moves a lot, so you have to kind of be careful. So I'm going to go ahead, place the Y-link in, and I need to get it inside here in the servo. And there you go, screws in. Screws in right through the servo mount here. And there it is. Perfect. Okay, so now I got to put the dry shaft back in. So it got really loose. So I'm gonna align the teeth here. Perfect. Okay. So now the thing is, what I'm gonna do is, this is the one of the arms here. So this is a long screw here. So this goes like so. So this mounts here, and this mounts here. So this mounts here and here, like so. So this one here, I'm gonna take double look. This is gonna be my 51 mil. So the forward one here is gonna be a 51 mil. And I'm just gonna go ahead and move over the screws. Excuse me, OEM ones here. Okay. So this one is gonna go here. Boom, in. Now what you wanna do is just go ahead and tighten it. Make it snug, don't strip it. It is plastic. So just go in, snug it in. Okay. So the next one is, this is gonna go here, down here. Okay. So, and that is gonna be this long screw here. Make sure it aligns in. And you can already tell it is actually kind of hard to put in due to the nature of it being sturdier than the plastic. So, yeah, but there we go. So that's in. Excuse me. So that's going to be tightened in. Remember, just snug it in really good. Don't over tighten it. The plastic will just strip on you. Okay. And you can see a difference already. Look how this bends. I'll show you real quick. See right here, this bends here. And this is just sturdy. This is pretty cool already. I'm liking it. So again, this is the old Y link here. All right, so now the next one is going to be this link that goes from here to here. So that link is going to be this one here. So that one is going to be, I believe, the 58.5. Correct. So that is going to be the 58.5. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out here. And this one's going to go inside here, like so. Again, just trying to snug it in. I am going to try to move this a little bit, see if I can. Oops. So you put it right here. There we go. There it is, it's inside. What you're gonna do now is go ahead and tighten it. Again, I'm just going snug on it. There we go, nice and snug. So now it's gonna go to the rear link of the rear axle here. It's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna want to make sure it is nice and try to align it. There it is, it's inside now. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just tighten it here. Nice and snug. All right, almost done here on this side, and wow, look how sturdy. This is like already shifting to one side because how sturdy it is. That's crazy. This is pretty unique here. So now we got to install the Y link here. Okay, so that is gonna go down here. So on both sides right there. This goes right there. Okay. However, before we install that, we still have to install the next linkage, okay? So that one is gonna be going from here, okay? So from the top part here to here. So that one is going to be this one here, which is going to be not a 50, not a 58, but a 51, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this screw here. And this one is going to be kind of difficult to see, but the screw goes on the top mount of the differential. Okay, top mount here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to feed it in like so. And it's going in right now. Nice and snug. All right, so now I have to put, again, the Y. So now I have to put the Y in its home in the chassis. So you can see it goes here. It's hard to see. And then this one's already positioned here. So those are the two long ones that I mentioned before on my rock slider setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and place those two in first and see if I can get them fed in. The rear one is going in, and I just snugged it in so it doesn't fall out on me. Turn it around this way. See, I'm just snugging these in. I'm not fully tightening them because I still got to align the Y link. Okay, so now on the Y link here, this is going to go in. And there it is, finally. So now I gotta tighten it. It took a while, so screw here, here, and here. Just tighten them now. And you're gonna tighten them to snug them. You're not gonna like over tighten them because they will, again, strip. So I tighten them until I feel them snug. And there you go. As you can see now, I went ahead and installed the links here, the Y link on this side, and the links here. As you can see, compared to the plastic side, these are very flexible versus how solid this is. So here's a comparison. Plus those joints are pretty cool, huh? Alright, so that's how it should look like once it's installed. So I'm going to time lapse this whole side here. Enjoy. Now once the other side is done, you have your complete linkage kit already all installed, and you can totally tell and see the difference immediately. The riggedness of the aluminum keeps it from bending a lot, so I'm actually excited to hit some trails with this. So now what I'm going to do is put the tires back on, the body back on, and just give it a test. See how it goes through the gravel pit, the riverbed rocks, and Boulder City. So you can see it nice and flex. That's awesome. It's sturdy. I love it. Now I'm gonna put it back together. As you can see on the quick test, it's sturdy. That's pretty amazing. So, yeah. It still flexes, but it's rigid. It's really nice. It's not all soft. It's impressive. And there you have it, fully installed. The linkage system. You can kind of see them right there. And put this up here real quick. You can see them. There we go. There, right there. The Y link. Does it, everyone? I just installed the link system on this C10, the SCX24, the axial version here, and I gotta say, so far I like it. We gotta test it out right now, take it off-roading, see how it does, see if there's any slight differences, probably some minimal differences with the stiffness now. Again, please like, subscribe, comment, share the post, share the video, let me share what I love doing, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy. Peace.